I'm waiting for you.
Yeah, can you repeat the question too?
Okay. When I was in 6th grade, I was in the mall one time and I almost got kidnapped. Believe it or not, I was almost the victim of such a crime. I was walking back from Champ Sports, which is where I like to shop. I used to buy my shoes from there. Got a fresh pair of Nikes. And I was walking and these two gentlemen come up to me. And they said, "Excuse me, security, let me see that bag." So I said, "No." It's like, "Show me your badge." And these guys had no badge. These guys had no uniform. In fact, they were some 20-some-year-olds just looking to take advantage of some 6th grader. So when I resisted, they actually grabbed me by the arm, and they started to pull me towards the shady part of the mall, which I never ventured to, but Champ Sports happened to be located near, so I was there anyway. So they started pulling me, and believe it or not, I started to shout for help. I actually yelled out to passersby saying, "Help me, these people are basically trying to take me. These people are grabbing me, someone help." Nobody helped. For a few minutes, these guys were just pulling me along. I was resisting. And then finally, one of my best friends just happened to walk by with his entire family. And so when they saw, obviously they stepped in, and these two gentlemen immediately stopped. They let go, and they let me go with my friend's family. So we went into the nearby Sparrows, the pizzeria, and she called the police. My friend's mother called the police. The police came within, I would say, 10 minutes. It was the mall police, mall cops, if you will. So they came, and believe it or not, these two gentlemen were actually just waiting outside of the Sparrows for me to come back out, not realizing that maybe I would call the police, but in fact, they did get arrested, and I had to come in and answer some questions by the police. Now, nothing really happened because it's hard to prove that they were trying to kidnap me. More likely, they were trying to just mug me and take my wallet or something like that. But they were banned from the mall, so that was their punishment. But I made off scot-free and had a great story to tell for the rest of my life.
Almost 2 minutes on the board. Very good.
True story? True story.
That's a good story.
Just embellished. It's true.
I think you did a really great job. I mean, you were close to the audience, you made eye contact, you kept to like a certain person for just a little bit, and then you moved on. You moved back and forth, like when you were talking to John, you moved closer to John, and then when you were like making eye contact with Raha, you moved closer to Raha. Yeah. So that's really good. I mean, I can't really think of a negative, so...
I know. I
yeah,
I can't think of anything.
It was really good.
You did throw like a couple of
and that's
there, but I mean, that is totally acceptable. It was really good.
I didn't think it was a big deal if you were far back, but when you were up close, I thought it really made a big difference. So I think we should all do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you did everything right, but like what you did, because it's like what you did really good versus good is I thought like your voice was very like people were like you kind of were keeping people interested. I mean, you were just I think it was like a perfect tone.
Yeah, and I think you also pulled like everyone in, the way you talked, the way you made eye contact.
Good job.
Yeah.
It's my first time here, and I don't know
Perfect.
them, but I don't mind I go there to introduce myself.
Yeah, but so the only thing that happens is that you pick a number, I give you a topic, and then you just think about it, and then speak for 2 minutes on it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting.
Okay, I try.
Yeah. Hi, we have the room until 5:50. Oh.
Hi everyone, good evening. I'm Linda. I'm come from China. I'm an exchange student from Peking University, STEM for the Harvard year. So I'm not quite good at English speaking, but I try to speak. Actually, I have taken a course. I think this course is very interesting, and maybe you guys want to learn the presentation skills will be interested in that course too. The course name is The Communication by Professor Stephen Mallas. Yeah, it's just a half semester course and just finished yesterday. And the course design is I think it's quite challenging, and because in 6 courses in 6 classes, we need to give 5 presentations. So each class we have a presentations, and it's informal and formal. So even including the ballroom and debate and competition. So it's quite challenging. When you are there, you are not just telling a story, but you need to persuade somebody to vote you as the best team or as the best representative of the company. So it's quite challenging. I just finished that course, and today I just passed by and I know there's this kind of activity here, and this is great. So although I may disappoint you by when I pick a topic, maybe I cannot have many words to say about, but I try. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. What number do you want to speak?
12.
12?
Yes.
12. Tell me about your favorite bedtime story.
Oh. Okay. Well, when I was a small girl, I have the favorite bad story is a fairy tale about the Stone Princess, right? Yeah. And when I grow up, I still believe in love story and believe in their some fairy tale. I believe there are beautiful things in life, and I still trust that true love will come one day. So about my childhood, I read a lot of the fairy tales and the love stories, and I dream that one day my prince will come, right? Right? Actually, now when I grow up, when I graduate from college in China, I met my husband. Yeah, at that time his boyfriend, now his husband. It is my husband, and he's really like a princess, like a prince to me. Yeah, and he's handsome, and he's humorous, and he can play a lot of games in daily time with you that make the life more enjoyable. So I think I still love the story, some story. So that's all. Thank you.
Cool. It was a really fun story, and I think I love it that you smile and you have a good energy, and the story was funny and lovable, and you sort of presented it in a really good way that connected to the story.
Thank you.
I thought you had a very, very good energy, and you used your hands to tell the story, and we could tell that you were really into it, and I think
Yeah.
we
Seems-
were more into it because of that.
Yeah.
Seems very genuine.
Okay. Thank you.
So the only feedback I have is try to make more of a intentional eye contact. So you did look at me, I felt engaged, but they say don't browse the room, so keep your eye contact for a few seconds and move to the next person as if you are speaking to each person like one-on-one, right? And then move to the next person so that most of the audience is engaged.
Great job.
Thank you.
Okay, we don't have time for me to...
Yeah, we do.
No, it's
Quickly
fine.
run up,
Yeah,
Raha.
that's fine.
Run up,
You got
run up.
5 minutes.
Come on.
No,
Just
you
do it
don't have 5
quickly.
minutes.
We want to see a pro.
Yeah,
We got 2 minutes.
good thing I just said that I haven't done this work.
You can't make her go and then go. I should not go.
Alright, I have 3 minutes, so I need to be quick. Number 24.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Raha. I was an engineer before school, and now I'm going to be a consultant, so it's very exciting.
What is your favorite movie and why?
My favorite movie is Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is #1 on my list. And why? Because it's an awesome movie. Also because it is very, very entertaining. And I don't usually like gory movies, and I feel like there's a lot of blood in Pulp Fiction and there's a lot of violence. But somehow Pulp Fiction makes it for me that I don't mind the violence. I kind of watch it and I'm like, I don't mind this. This is a good story. The characters are developed so well that even the violence looks so genuine. Which is why I really love Pulp Fiction. Also, I think there's some really like interesting cast. So I love the actors and the actress, and I think they just do a really, really good job of depicting those people and those characters that they're trying to convey. And the music of the movie is so good that I just listen to the music sometimes and imagine all those, all the images in my head. So Pulp Fiction is my favorite movie, and then I don't know what else to say about that. How much to
I haven't been keeping count.
And scene.
And that's it. Okay, tell me.
I thought it was really good. I think everything, the eye contact there was engaging, it was a good story, good.
What about the hands?
I think you looked, not with the hands though, I feel like you'd look to the side when you were thinking sometimes. Like you'd look this way when you'd think.
Yeah.
But it seemed very genuine, and it also felt a little bit rushed too, because I think you were intentional.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe if you structured your story a little bit, like you started off, Pulp Fiction is awesome, so I knew immediately you didn't know what you were going to say next. Like,
I don't really
and
know
then it
if
was-
Pulp Fiction is my favorite movie, but I had to come up with something. So.
I think you ran out of steam. You started really well. Towards the end, you were just all over the place.
I did run out of steam.
I think the good point is that you involve emotion
yeah.
into your speech. So when you are there, we feel that you are excited about this. This is your favorite movie. So
That's
it's
true.
great.
I was kind of excited. I also feel like these people are going to beat us, so.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.